What is on your screen right now besides me is foobar. Foobar takes all the other audio programs, especially iTunes, and destroys them. It offers more organization. It offers just more features in general. Better sound quality. This is the best sounding music player that you're ever going to hear. After this, everything's going to sound brand new and you're going to want to listen to everything all over again. I'm going to start from nothing and we are going to get to this. And then you're going to be able to see how powerful it is and start to get some ideas of your own. If you're lazy, you can download this theme. I've built this theme for you, this one on the screen here. You guys can go ahead and download this. It is in the article. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link in the description that will take you to the article on Tek Syndicate where you can download this theme, and with a few clicks, you'll be up and ready to go. In this, we're going to talk about the few components or plugins that I've used to make this theme. We're also going to talk about this lyric panel over here because that's a different component that I have installed. And we're basically going to start from nothing and get to this point. While we do so, you're going to learn a lot and, maybe think of a few things that you can do on your own without me. Alright, so I'm going to drop everything into this folder, just playing around here. First thing you need to do is you need to download the newest version of foobar. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just click. Yeah, I already downloaded it earlier, but whatever. I'll do it all for you guys. When this comes up, it'll ask you if you want to do like a regular install or a portable install. Standard installation will make like registry key entries and all that. Portable installation will install everything into one folder, and then you can essentially drag and drop this folder, throw this folder onto a flash drive, put it on a NAS, install this on multiple machines, and all of your settings will be the same across all machines. You may have to reconfigure your media library, but if you're like me, I've got several machines in the same building, all hooked up to the NAS, and the NAS has the same drive letter on all those, so they all access the same media library without any extra configuration needed. So I prefer the portable install. Go ahead and do that, and I'm going to throw it right here. So let me just grab this, and we'll put it into foobar. Yeah, there we go. All right, the normal installation, check this out, does not give you file operations, and that's what you're going to use to do a lot of your organization, so you want to make sure that you do the full installation, or at least just give yourself file operations. You may also need these, and they're very small, so just install the whole damn thing. All right, when you first run foobar, it's going to be kind of scary, but we're not going to do that just yet. All right, so foobar, we just installed it there. Now we have a few components already there. That's what comes with it. But on foobar2000.org, if you click on components, there are several more. And, you can do all kinds of things with this. Some of the different themes that you can download online are going to ask for several different components. I'll show you different themes in just a second. But, scroll through a few so you guys can get an idea of all the different things that you can do. You can use this program to burn CDs, and you can use this program to encode music. It basically uses stuff that's already on your computer, like if you have a LAME encoder, if you go online and download a LAME encoder. If you're using a Nero program, you can use the MP4 encoder that comes with Nero. You essentially just tell it where those are, and then it'll encode MP4, LAME, Vorbis OGG, WAV files, whatever. So I'm going to need this later, so I'll grab that. I'll open that up in a new window. And I also need facets. So let me come up and grab facets. Facets is like the ultimate organizational tool. Grab that. There's a few other things that I might need, but I can come back and grab those. Oh, lyrics. Yes, let's get lyrics because we're going to do the lyric thing. Yeah. It's probably alphabetized. Yep. I'm talking and not paying attention. Lyrics. There we go. So downloading lyrics. Just a zip file. Take that DLL and throw it into your components folder. If you install this the normal way, you'll have an option to install it for all users or just, one user. And then the components folder will be inside of the corresponding user folder. It'll be like, Logan, Pistol, Tek Syndicate, each one of those folders for different users. And then inside those folders will be components, so each person can have their own custom installation of foobar. So there's that. I don't need that anymore. iPod Manager. Click on Homepage here. And then download, I'm going to use this version because it's not experimental and I don't want things to be breaking. Throw that in there. I'll use that in the next video when we find out how to use your iPod with foobar. And then here we have Facets. Just click download. The new version of Facets is quite epic if you've used Facets before and you haven't seen what it can do with album art and stuff. Well, it's going to be pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty much all we need. Let's go ahead and open up foobar and then be freaked out by this. There's nothing there. That's all you get. No, nothing. Just empty page. Now you can go and, pick some presets here as far as the theme goes. But we're not going to mess with any of this stuff. We're going to start from scratch. Oh my god. How could you do this? I do like to kind of start with a color scheme. So where's the dark gray and... yeah, that's fine. Dark gray and orange. Dark gray, magenta, orange. Whatever. So there's this. There's nothing really there. Just for reference, I'm going to go ahead and load up my media library. So I'm going to go down here and go to Preferences, go to Media Library, and I'm going to map it to my NAS where all my music is. Get over there. Alright, when I hit apply, it's going to start initializing, and then it's going to scan that folder. This is way better than iTunes for organization, because iTunes has a database. It gets big and clunky, and it's a mess, and you have to, like, if you change the folders, the iTunes does not change. If you delete folders that are in the iTunes database, they're all still going to be there, and when you click on them, it's going to create issues. This one monitors this folder in real time, and you can add additional folders. If you have one folder for music, one folder for books, one folder for, whatever, one folder for classical, one folder for metal, you can add several different folders, and it'll keep them all organized here. One more thing I want to show you before we get out of this is the lyric show thing. So the lyric show thing, the way it works is it goes online and it checks out several different databases and then pulls the lyrics. If you find that one online database seems to work better than others, well, you can rearrange the order, move them up and down, and yeah, that's the way it works. You can also throw local files into the folder. So everything's good to go there. Now we need to, this is not usable. I mean, you can't see anything. I mean, nothing's showing up yet because it's still scanning my library, but we need to really fix this. So you can do something called layout editing mode. If you enable that, see, it tells you that what's going on there. You right click on anything and then you can change it. So right click on this and you can replace this element with something else. This can be destructive, especially after you've already gotten set up, and if you mess something up, you're going to be like, oh no, I have to redo everything from scratch. So what I like to do is start off from scratch by doing a scratch box. There it is, nothing. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is sort of maybe draw out some lines, make some dividers, top to bottom, left to right, and you can even draw this on a piece of paper if you want, or if you're lazy, like I said, you can go download mine already, but it's good to know how to do things. So first thing we're going to do is add a new element, and we're going to do a splitter, and we want left to right. There's our splitter. Bringing this over, I'm going to put album artwork here and some data down here, so let's do another splitter. Top and bottom. Ooh, made two sections, top and bottom. Ooh, look at that. And right there is where I'm going to put my album artwork, so I'm going to open it up and do album art viewer, put that right there. Album art will show up right there. Down here, I'm going to put lyrics. Yeah, let's put lyrics down there. Lyrics will go right there. Over here on the top, I'm going to put my facets, which is my organization for all my albums, and then I'm going to put an album playlist down here. So whatever you click on in facets will show up down here. Over here, I'm going to put my equalizer. So let's go ahead and start creating some lines. Splitter, top, bottom. There we go. I'm going to split this one again, left and right. There. Over here, I'll put the equalizer. Equalizer. It's going to take up a lot of room, but you can resize it once you get into the program. Now I want multiple playlists, so I want one playlist just for junk and one that's going to be corresponding to my facets that I put here. So let's just go ahead and do playlist tabs. There we go, playlist tabs. Now we can go ahead and put a playlist in here. Playlist view, there we go. Right here I'm going to put facets. Now it's time to start configuring things. That's pretty much what I want. So I'm going to click Edit and then click Apply Layout. And it's going to change everything. Yes, override everything behind me and go away. Alright, that is what I have just created. Look at this. There's nothing there really. First thing you'll want to do is define some columns in your facets. Now I like to organize things by genre and then artist and then maybe albums over here. And we can easily do that by right-clicking here. And you can add as many panes as you want, or you can remove panes, just have, like one for artist and then one for album, whatever you want. But let's go ahead and make the first column genre. There we go. All of our genres showed up. I click on all, and look at this. All the genres showed up down here in the playlist. Now this is our library selection, as they call it. And this will be whatever you click will always show up here, so I'll put that over here. And this one, you can just use this for whatever you want. I mean, if you got like some stuff on your hard drive that you don't necessarily have in your MP3 folder, like I've got some new Zweihander stuff, just drop it in there. I was just dragging and dropping this, you know, like from this folder here. Just drag and drop it in there. It works just fine. And look there, I've got the album art and everything. I'll go ahead and resize that to make the album art look pretty. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. All right, now over here we need something. So we've got the genres here. Go back to all. I'm going to make this one artist. So columns, artist. If you want multiple columns, you can do that as well. So columns, put a check mark on multiple columns. Right click again, columns. Let's see, artist. And do date. I'm not going to put anything else in there. I do want to do statistics though, because I love looking at what was last modified or last added to my list. So last added, that'll show, you know, what's newest, and also I'm going to do last modified. You can do whatever you want in your own happy little world. This is your world. Last modified. That one's more important to me than anything because that's usually like the last things I've been messing with or the last files I've been writing. So if you organize by that, it'll show you, oh, I was just messing with these files. There's a monomarth. All right, over here, all I really care about are my albums. Because right here I've got my artists. I'm going to put my albums over here. But I'm going to do something a little bit more fun than just a list. Let's go ahead and put album right there. Oops, I just want to put artist. Let's change that to album. There we go. There's all the albums. Now you can do it a different way. If you want to go down here and highlight display and then do album art. You do it with no labels or bottom labels. Here's how that's going to look. And you can also hold down your control button while your mouse is over this and then scroll. All right, one more thing. You'll also see an empty space here. That's usually the information. Let me show you how to get rid of that. Display, that's your summary item. Uncheck that and the summary item goes away. Which album is this? Well, that one doesn't have an album cover. All right, if you have an album that does not have a cover like this one, let's show you how to get a cover going on right there. Well, you right click, let me, whoops, don't want to right click on that. Go to view, make sure this is not check marked while you're actually playing with your music and stuff. Uncheck layout editing mode. When you right click, you'll have your contextual menu here, and you can open up this folder. Well, that one should be working because there is a cover right there. But this is essentially how you get your album artwork. Just have a folder in there that says cover, or it can be titled the same thing as the album name. So it would be Once Sent from the Golden Hall.jpg, GIF, or you can also use a PNG file. I'm not sure if anything else works. I haven't really tried much else than JPEG, GIF, and PNG. Another thing I like to do for organization, let's say we have all of these selected or all the monomarth selected. Got multiple monomarth down here. This can all run together a little bit, so there's different ways you can organize your playlist. Right click here, and you can group them by several different things, by artist, by artist, date, and album. That's what I like to do because that'll show my date and the album. There we go, everything's looking much better. Yes, look how nice this is looking. All right, let's see if the lyrics and everything are working. So let's get something going here. Turn this down so I don't get in trouble with YouTube as far as like oh, you're playing a song. Oh my God, you're going to hell. There we go. Hey, look, there's our lyrics. Fast forward a little bit. All right, so we created this. You know, you guys can go down here in your playlist and you can add all kinds of information, which is quite a lot of fun here. See, we've got all these different columns you can add. I like knowing the bit rate. That's kind of fun. I also really enjoy knowing the codec that was used, MP3 or MP4, WAV, you know, whatever it's going to be, lossless codecs. File size, that's also interesting. You can see how big it is and the codec used. It's whatever you want, you know. It's your own happy little world. The entire damn file path right there. Look how pretty that is. Yeah. So that's that. Now let's say you do not like the color scheme. Well, you can always come up here and go to your preferences. And under your display options, default user interface. At this point, you may want to export the theme, or here's where you would go to import the theme as well. Playlist, I'm sorry, colors and fonts. That highlight color, that orange is ugly. Let's make it like a nice green. Green's fun. Yeah, that looks better. Yes, sir. Yeah, look at that. Green, it's highlighting as the lyrics play. So now that you understand theming and you have your nice pretty theme here, it's time to learn how to organize the files both inside foobar and also on your hard drive. Let me just show you how awesome this looks here. If we open up the containing folder, you'll see that inside my MP3 folder, Inside my Amon Amarth album, everything is organized by the date and the album, so it's going to be really easy to do. Just check out the next video and I'll show you guys how to do this with just a few clicks, and then you can organize all of your music at once. It's way better than iTunes. So just watch the next video. If you like this one, let me know, and always hang out on the forum. There'll be lots of people in there to answer your questions. I'll hop in there and answer your questions. Subscribe, because it's what you should do with your life. See you next time.